This is Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the U.S. Army.
And tonight we are in Visalia. This is the CIF Central Section Division II Championship game. Lemoore Tigers against the Central Valley Christian Cavaliers. It's on Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals. Your pregame show is delivered by HR Mobile. Call HR Mobile Services for all your human resource needs. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our game. We think we're going to have a lot of fun. Ralph Wood along with Cam Morrell. It's all on the line now for these guys. We've been talking about since day one. This is where they want to be.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, the entire season comes down to this game. You're either a champion or you come up, and I've felt it before on the biggest stage, you come up short, and the season's over. So it's everything's on the line for both these squads tonight.
All right, let's talk about the players who you think are going to have an impact, and there's been kind of a shakeup just before kickoff about those players.
Yeah. Jaden Moore, I think one of the best players in the section, not playing tonight. If we start with CVC, the offensive player doesn't change. It's number 6, Bryson Donaldson. Ran for 250 last week and 3 touchdowns against Hanford. Offers from Fresno State, San Jose State, New Mexico. He's a Division I running back. We will see him carry the ball a whole lot tonight. Jaden Moore was our defensive guy. Instead, number 44, Caleb Callison, the leading tackler on this Cavalier defense. It's going to be up to number 44 to keep an eye on Ty Chambers, the explosive Lemoore quarterback on the other side.
Yeah, but they're missing a big guy, that's for sure. What about the other side tonight?
Yeah, I mean, the best guy in the section is not playing. That's a big loss. We got to start with Ty Chambers for Lemoore. I mean, we saw him earlier this season against Clovis West. He does it all. He can throw it. He can run with it. Ran for 1 last week. Threw for 3, 400 total yards against Frontier. He is a guy that you have to make sure and contain, or he can totally beat your defense. In the secondary for Lemoore, number 3, Kobe Green, also an explosive returner, but 5 interceptions on the season. A very active safety in the back end of that Lemoore defense.
All right, so tell me about your keys to the game tonight. I know that's important as well.
Yeah, we look at the keys to the game brought to you by Iron Key Real Estate. Real estate unlocked. If we start with CVCs, you got to keep him in the chamber. That's Ty Chambers. You can't let him beat you either way. With the deep ball, because he has a lot of weapons, or with his legs getting outside the pocket. For Lemoore, more is less. Unfortunately for the Cavaliers, no Jaden Moore tonight. So Lemoore has to make sure that those weapons get space. They're able to operate their offense against a very athletic Central Valley Christian defense.
You know, you look at some of the numbers on both sides, they are so close. It's just, I mean, an injury like this could tilt it.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we expect. The Division II, 2 very good football teams. Lemoore's only loss was to a really good Clovis West team, undefeated CVC. Everything on the line tonight. 2 fantastic football teams.
We'll go over some of those numbers as we continue through the broadcast, but we're going to come back and kick this one off. So stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, welcome to Visalia, everyone. We're just about ready for football. Tonight's first quarter is sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, home of the best tire value promise. Go to leschwab.com. They are packed out tonight and packed in.
Standing room only.
Yeah, they got bleachers, temporary bleachers put in the end zone. So they are on both sides. The Lemoore side across the field, that is full as well. Just handed a note making this official. Jaden Moore unavailable tonight due to illness. That's from the Central Valley Christian Athletic Department.
Not a bigger loss that could be had for any team playing tonight than Jaden Moore not being able to go for CVC. Just such a tremendous player. Hope he gets healthy and is all good to go.
Well, Bryson Donaldson still is in uniform and in form, and maybe ready to do his thing again tonight. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin.
Hey, let's roll call Thanksgiving from yesterday. Family, friends, turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, the stuffing, pumpkin pie, the cranberries. Tonight, Cavaliers, Tigers, student sections, and a championship game. Only on This is Friday Night Rivals! Let's get it on!
Thank you, Kevin. We are underway. High kick taken inside the 20, out across the 25, out across the 30-yard line, very close to it. And that's where we'll see the first offensive plays from Central Valley Christian. CVC 12-0 this season under head coach Mason Hughes. Beat Hanford 50-41 to get to this game. Scored 64 in a game against Selma. But the numbers are similar on the Lemoore side. We'll get to that when they get the football.
Yeah, very physical front from CVC. They're really going to have to control the line of scrimmage tonight.
First down, the handoff goes to Donaldson. He's averaging 172 yards a game. He's played 7 games this season. Transferred early in the season, cost him some to sit out. The referee tonight is Kevin Blevins. Umpire is Darren Miller. Head linesman John Delgado. Line judge Sergio Ramos. Side judge DJ Loden. Field judge Charles Burrell. The back judge is Brian Smith.
1,200 yards in 7 games, so the dude can run with the football. Very explosive. He's a big play threat every time he touches it.
Donaldson again. Powering his way close to the first down, going to be a couple yards short.
Yeah, Lemoore coming out playing man-to-man defense, singled up on these CVC receivers, and extra safety down in the box. So CVC is going to have to get creative with the run game because Lemoore is not going to let number 6 beat them running the football.
Third down and about 3. Quickly to the line. Pitch to Donaldson. Let him find his way to the first down. He gets to the marker and a yard beyond out of the 41. The Air Quality Report is sponsored by Dr. Bodiga. The AQI, the Air Quality Index, 61 tonight. That is in the moderate range. First and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
There's a little creativity, a little triple option look. A little quick toss, kind of wing T action, get the ball to Donaldson behind some blockers, pick up a first down.
Movement on the line. Here come the penalty flags.
Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
First and 5 now for the Cavaliers. Average score of CVC's games this year, 41-19. Parker to throw. Great catch out there. Cross inside the 30, down inside. Well, they'll spot it. Let's see where they're going to put that. Right at about.
Single coverage on the outside. Max Bacher just taking a nice little one-step drop, putting it up top where his receiver, Gunnar Pipegrass, can snag that one. Keeps it away from the defender. A big chunk play. 1st and 5, though. It allows CVC to put the ball in the air on first down because they're already in front of the sticks. Just outside that Toyota red zone. The CVC offense is rolling early.
At the 27, 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Back on the ground. And another good pickup.
Inside zone for Donaldson, well defended by Lemoore. They're going to stick with that man-to-man defense on the outside. They are not going to let the run game for CVC dictate the tempo of this football game. They're going to try to make it tough for Donaldson to pick up yards, especially if he's going to run inside the tackles. Keeping DeMel Turner and Kobe Green pretty close to that line of scrimmage as the free defender in the run game.
2nd down and 8. Bacher to throw again. Looking. Now rolls away from pressure. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Lowers his shoulder and knocked out of bounds short of the goal line. But it'll be 1st and goal.
Great man coverage on the back end by Lemoore, but when you're playing man coverage, there is nobody looking at the quarterback. Bacher eludes a little bit of pressure. Nobody to be found when he gets to the outside of that Lemoore defense. Takes it down the sideline, takes a lick at the end, but 1st and goal for the Cavaliers.
Carrying the ball in the right hand until he got close to contact, and you saw him tuck it away on the left side, opposite where he took the hit. The pitch, the run, the touchdown. Blake Gambini puts the first points on the board.
That's how you get it going if you're Central Valley Christian. You run the football effectively, a nice toss for a big chunk, your quarterback scrambles, and then nothing but big bodies at the line of scrimmage. Bowling his way into the end zone. Blake Gambini with the first score of the night.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. Nice drive by the Cavaliers to open things up. Marched it right down the field. Drew DeGroff attempting the extra point. And he puts it through. That didn't take long, but we figured this was going to happen, right?
Yeah, two explosive offenses. I mean, two offenses that are multiple. They can attack you in so many different ways. I mean, Lemoore did a really nice job against the run on that first drive. And with CVC hitting a big chunk play to Pipegrass on the slant in single coverage. And then Bacher escaping the pocket, getting outside. What we expect Ty Chambers to do on the other side, getting outside, using his legs to pick up another chunk, get him inside the red zone, and they score on the next play. That was a tailor-made drive for CVC. Couldn't quite get the run game going yet, but they were able to move the ball in a couple of different ways.
Both teams average in the 40s when it comes to points. CVC 41 points a game. Lemoore 48 points a game.
That's the tempo CVC wants to play with. Very deliberate, not moving quickly, not wasting time.
It was a short kick, but it's picked up by Kobe Green. Gets it out almost to the 30-yard line. Let's see where they spot it.
Yeah, Kobe Green, Preston Scott, DeMel Turner, nothing but athletes back there for Lemoore. So CVC not giving them an opportunity to get a traditional return going. Kick it short, stop them inside the 30.
They'll start at the 28. Chambers completes 66% of his passes. He's around 2,300 yards this season. 30 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. Chambers keeps. stacked up short of the 35 and put down there. A pretty good game. Picked up 6 or 7.
Yeah, a little zone read. Ty Chambers keeps it. Man, it looked like if he gave it to his running back Minch, he had some space in the inside of that Lemoore offensive line, but keeps it. I mean, we know how much Lemoore puts on the shoulders of Ty Chambers. He makes a decision pre-snap. He makes a decision post-snap. There's a lot on the plate of 42. That time he keeps it and picks up a nice chunk on first down.
Second and about 3. A handoff this time. That's Andrew Munch. He rushed for 709 yards this season, 11 touchdowns. One of the seniors on this team. Booth Camp is sponsored by Institute of Technology, where careers begin. Central Valley Christian did a nice job of getting the booth ready for us at short notice during a holiday week. You know, it's not easy to pull that kind of stuff together.
Well done.
So we're kind of, what do they call it, shoehorned into this space as Munch is dropped for a loss. And there's a guy you talked about at the beginning, Callison.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, a big tackle for loss for Callison in that Cavalier defense. It's probably 4-down territory if that's a 4th and short. Lemoore confident in their offense, but CVC, big tackle for loss, looking at about 4th and 4. So Lemoore brings out the punt team, although Ty Chambers is the punter and is always dangerous with the ball in his hands. Looks like they're going to kick this one away. Big time stop. Go down, put 7 on the board if you're CVC offensively. Your best player, Jaden Moore, is not here. You take the field defensively, get a big 3 and out.
Low snap. Kick away, end over end. Fair catch at the 35-yard line. And that's where the Cavaliers will take over for their second possession, leading this one 7-0. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals. We'll be right back. Right after the game, stay tuned for the holiday special. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. That's coming up on the CW59. It's not the Christmas season until you've seen Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Yeah, it's a very violent title, but...
but not. No, but not, right?
Oh.
Pass on first down. Donaldson goes up and makes a great catch, and he is going to be gone. Oh, my. Touchdown, CVC.
Okay, welcome to the stat sheet. Bryson Donaldson caught it well last week, but when you're playing man defense all over the football field, that means a linebacker is lined up on number 6. One move and he's vertical down the football field, totally runs by Gus Reza Huazar, who was in man coverage. A little juke right past the line of scrimmage, and Donaldson is off to the races, and nobody is going to catch number 6. What a great answer to the man coverage from CVC. Get Donaldson out in space against the linebacker and let him go to work. Nice job by Bacher, too, putting that one right on the money. Had a free runner. Didn't panic, put the ball right on Donaldson, and all of a sudden it's 14-0 CVC.
65 yards on the touchdown play and a 2-touchdown lead. Let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin.
Well, I am here with the Tigers cheerleaders. Oh, yeah, they're fired up. Okay, so Jada, what's good about being a Tiger?
Being a Tiger, what's great about being a Tiger is that we always stick together and support each other no matter what.
Fantastic. And Brenda, what's good about being a Tiger?
You wish you were a Tiger. Hoo-ha!
You wish you were a Tiger. Hoo-ha! You wish you were a Tiger. Hoo-ha! You wish you were a Tiger. Hoo-ha! It's catchy, Ralph. Come on, Ralph, you can do it. Hoo-ha! You wish you were a Tiger. Ralph, come back to you.
And hoo-ha, that's what the Cavaliers are saying, huh?
Tiger. Uh-oh.
Could have something going the other way. Nobody's going to catch him. And that's how you answer. Kickoff return by Kobe Green. We told you he was going to be a factor tonight. And he's in for the touchdown.
You kick it short. This time Lemoore was ready for it. Kobe Green snags it, works his way back across the football field, then gets a crease and hits the boosters and is off to the races, cuts back, gets a crease, and he is gone. What an answer. You're down 14-0 just like that. You get the ball back. Kobe Green to the house.
Yeah, and you feel like Lemoore really needed that.
They did. I mean, they were completely caught off guard with Donaldson running down the seam for that 65-yard touchdown. Kobe Green with an answer, and that's what we come to expect from Lemoore. So many athletes all over the football field in the return game, offensively, defensively. They are never out of it because they have that explosive ability. Kobe Green on display right there.
The extra point by Jaden Evangelo is good. So the Tigers roar back and get right back in the game. 14-7 they trail. Central Valley Christian. The Cavaliers about to get it back on a kickoff.
I mean, it might take 40 points to win this game tonight. I know both these offenses coming in averaging a little bit over 40 points a game. Tulare 48. CVC 41. It's going to take 40 points to win this one tonight. There's just so much explosiveness on both offenses in the return game. So many weapons for these coaches to utilize. And I mean, with Ty Chambers in this Lemoore offense, they haven't even really gotten started yet. And it's 14-7 with 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Buckle up. Get those track shoes on tonight, because I think this is going to be back and forth all night long.
Time for another financial wellness tip sponsored by Golden One Credit Union. Here's Kevin Miller.
Hey, thanks, Ralph. Tonight's financial wellness tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union, and it's all about the power of paying yourself first. Always aim to put at least 10 to 20% of any income, birthday money, or holiday gift immediately into a savings account. Use the rest of your income to budget for any expenses like gas or lunch money, but always make sure to put yourself first. Talk to your parents about opening a savings and checking account to keep your finances separate and insured. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Ralph Cam, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. And did you say it may take 40 to win?
It may take 40 to win.
Another good return. And again, the Cavaliers are going to be in business from right around their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, nice return. Dragging some tacklers. Good field position once again. And we saw CVC's answer. You're going to play man defense. We're going to get Donaldson out quick, and you're going to have to contain him as well. A nice answer to this very aggressive Lemoore defensive game plan.
Donaldson looking for an opening and finds one along the right side. And he rolls right over a defender, still on his feet as he shoves another one to the turf. And there he goes again. Inside the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Oh, my gosh. 40's not going to be enough.
It might take 50 tonight to get it done the way these two teams are going. What is going on? Bryson Donaldson, we know the elusiveness that he possesses. He's 205 pounds. He runs hard, but this is just pushing, bullying guys right out of your way to get to the end zone. Breaks one, breaks two, breaks three, then hits a cutback, and he's off to the races. Another explosive play for this CVC offense, and we are not even close to being out of the first quarter tonight. Woo!
Yeah, he's touched the ball a handful of times and has 2 long touchdowns, 65 yards on the pass. That one was a 63-yard run. It was a run and a mugging at the same time.
Man,
he was just throwing defenders on him.
Bullying people out of his way, and then once he hit open space after that cutback, I mean, he was gone. There's a lot of speed on this Lemoore defense. Nobody was catching number 6, taking it to the house. Man, Whew. Gotta take a couple deep breaths.
Yeah, that's, well, this has been wild already, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. Hey, closed captioning for tonight's broadcast is sponsored by KFC. Finger looking good. Now the good news for Lemoore, Tigers get to return another kick. The last one went to the house.
Man, we knew we were going to have some fireworks, but just a whole bunch of monster plays to start.
Picked up on a couple of bounces again. Short kickoff game so far. Spencer Silva on the return. Pretty good field position now for Lemoore. Trailing 21-7.
Down 21-7, 5 minutes left in the first quarter. They've only run 3 offensive plays, so we'll see if they get some of this very explosive offense established on this second drive.
Hands it off to the near side and defended well by CVC.
A little inside zone. Good job defensively by CVC. Forcing Garcia to bounce it out wide, and then pursuit from the second level, cutting that off. No gain on first.
During the fourth quarter tonight, find out who's our player of the game, and is sponsored by Donald P. Dick. Chambers to the air. And they're going to say it's a catch. Or not, out of bounds.
Yeah, looked like he had 1 foot down on the sideline as he pulled that one in. See right here on the replay. Nope. Nice call on the officials. That toe was right on the sideline. Nice toss by Ty Chambers. Nice precision route from DeMel Turner, just a little bit wide. Set up 3rd and 10. Opportunity for CVC to get off the football field once again.
Oh, Chambers was not ready for the snap, and now that could have been a disaster. He covered it up, but it's going to be a 4th down now, isn't it?
Yeah, 4th.
Back where the ball hit.
Wow, his offense just out of sync. I mean, that was a nice throw by Chambers, a nice route by DeMel Turner, just out of bounds. Would have been a 1st down. 3rd down snap. Chambers not ready. Snap right into the ground. Man, that's a big stop again for the CVC defense. 2 3-and-outs against an offense averaging 50 points a game.
Well, Chambers at the last second decides to kick it away, and a fair catch at about the 34-yard line. All right, I want to remind you, coming up, it's your Xfinity halftime show. Still a long way and a lot of points until halftime, the way this one's going.
We're not even out of the first quarter yet, and CVC with another opportunity. Touched it 3 times, 21 points on the board. And we now see what the hype is all about with Bryson Donaldson. Not just a speed guy, not just elusive, but man, running with some power as well.
You say he has 3 offers?
3 offers, expect him to have quite a bit.
Yeah, he's going to get some more after tonight, isn't he? Meanwhile, we've seen 4 touchdowns in about 8.5 minutes. Short gain there on 1st down.
A nice job for Lemoore. CVC running it. Same side counter, so Donaldson lined up on the left. CVC pulling a couple linemen from the right side of that offensive line to the left side to lead up for Donaldson. But nice pursuit by Lemoore. Knocked those blockers back inside and tackled Donaldson for a 2-yard gain.
Trying to keep track of potential plays of the game, and they keep changing. Before I could even write one down, there's another one. This time a defensive play. Quarterback sack for the Tigers.
Yes, zero pressure that time. Lemoore sends the house. Two inside linebackers coming through the B gaps.
Gio Quintero wraps him up.
Nice job by Quintero working his way back to Bacher, getting him down, setting up a 3rd and long for CVC.
Third down and 14 from the 30. Bacher's pass is knocked away, incomplete. That was Kobe Green getting a hand in there.
Oh, Kobe Green was close to taking one back to the house. Lemoore, 3rd and long. Doesn't matter. They're still sitting and playing man defense. Kobe Green, great break on the football. Knocks it away with his left hand. Yeah, put 2 hands out there. Take that one to the house.
Yeah, that would have been 2 touchdowns for him already. Huh?
Almost had his 6th interception of the year. He is dangerous back there in that Lemoore secondary.
CVC to punt it away. Line drive, short kick. And Lemoore's going to have pretty good field position. Preston Scott made the catch. And the Tigers will start from the 44.
CVC's done a good job so far. Lemoore trying to work that zone read game when Chambers kept it. Nice pursuit when he gave it. No room to operate inside between the tackles. A nice job so far. Lemoore has the speed advantage. They have the athlete advantage on the perimeter. We'll see if they start getting the ball out to some of these weapons on the outside.
Chambers keeps it after pulling down the high snap, and he gets very close to the first down. And they're going to mark it about a yard short, so pickup of 9.
2nd and short, could be an opportunity to take a shot. That time, motion to empty. Ty Chambers, just complete quarterback run, design run. Nice pickup on first down.
And he's going to take off again, has the first down as he reverses his field. Going to be stopped short of the CVC 40. But it'll be a 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
Yeah, it looked like quick game, but quick game. Ty Chambers didn't have anybody. He was looking for DeMel Turner, didn't see anybody, and just tucked it. Nice. I mean, he's such a good athlete operating back there. Starts to escape the pocket, puts his foot in the ground, gets back inside, gets vertical, picks up a first down. I expect, Ty Chambers to have the ball in his hands quite a bit tonight. That time, nice job picking up a first down, keeping his offense on the field.
Pass comes to Kobe Green. Tries a straight arm to get away from one defender. He's spun down short of the 35.
It's a nice answer there. That's just really an extension of the run game. Ty Chambers coming up, getting it to Kobe Green quickly, right away. Picking up 7 yards on first down. That's a nice way to stay in front of the sticks, with CVC doing a nice job defending the Lemoore run game early in the football game.
See, with closing seconds of the opening quarter here. Chambers on 2nd down, hands it off. This is Anthony Garcia, the ball carrier. Going to be down close to another first down. And it is another 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. They'll wind the clock, and the final seconds will tick off. So let's everybody catch our breath. The first quarter was sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, home of the best tire value promise. Go to leschwab.com. A wild opening quarter. We saw 4 touchdowns and a 21-7 lead for Central Valley Christian in this section championship game, Division II. We'll be back with more after this. Tonight's second quarter is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. And we hope it's half as exciting as the first quarter.
Man, I'm not sure if we can survive another quarter like that, but Lemoore's driving. Trying to get back to making this a one-score football game.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a wild night. And we wouldn't want it any other way. Chambers the pass, and that was going to be picked off. Intercepted and taken back maybe a couple of yards. Bryce Crook, number 26.
Yeah, that was RPO, so Ty Chambers can give it. Instead, he keeps it. He just holds it a little bit too long, and nice job right there by Bryce Crook, undercutting that slant route. Just took a little bit too long for Ty Chambers to get rid of that football. Great position from the corner. A big-time turnover inside the red zone for the Cavaliers defense.
So Lemoore denied. Ball goes in the hands of Donaldson. Strong runner, as you might expect. A guy his size, 5'10", 205.
Just a junior, missed 5 games, only played 7 games this year, 1,200 yards rushing. I mean, we see the explosive ability he has, runs physical. I mean, he's a big-time running back.
They give it to the other back coming through and going the other way. That's Blake Gambini, who had a short touchdown run early.
Just old school wing tee, that time butt counter. Faking the toss to Donaldson. That little inside handoff. 3rd and short.
Got to give it to Donaldson. He has the first down and more out across the 30-yard line to about the 31. That'll be a 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
It's a nice little change-up for CVC. It just forces the defense to defend something totally different from what they're used to seeing from this offense. You put a lot of bodies around the line of scrimmage. You force Lemoore to play very gap-disciplined defense. And if you get out of your gap, Bryson Donaldson can make you pay. He doesn't need much of a crease. Now they come back with 3 wides in the game. It's very multiple offense from Mason Hughes' Cavalier team.
Gets away from the pressure and throws it away. Let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller.
Thanks, Ralph. This student-athlete health tip is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Hydrate smartly. If you know you're going to play in heat that is over 100 degrees, be sure to preload your fluids and electrolytes and then hydrate throughout the day to replenish anything that is lost. Use sport drinks with electrolytes that help you retain fluids, and you won't lose so much fluid through your sweat. Signs of heat exhaustion will start with nausea and vomiting and likely muscle cramps. So getting hydrated before and throughout exercise will help you in the game. Once again, this student-athlete health tip is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Ralph and Cam, back to you.
Donaldson again trying to get the edge, does down the sideline, and then he's tiptoes out of bounds beyond the marker. So he'll pick up another 1st down, 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
He's a big-time running back, Ralph. I mean, just patient, then has the ability to, accelerate so quickly. He's 205 pounds, just a junior, going to continue to develop physically. Man, hopefully you see him wearing a Bulldogs uniform in a couple of years, but I have a feeling that he's going to have quite a few options to where he decides to end up playing college football. He's a special-looking running back.
Pass is complete, just short of midfield. Bacher to Chapman Dunn. Dunn with 43 catches and 5 touchdowns during the season.
That's a nice call on first down. You know, Lemoore playing man defense, but they're playing off man. They're not pressed at the line of scrimmage. So just a little one-step come up, timing route right at the sideline. Very safe throw, just a high percentage extension of the run game to keep Lemoore guessing, not be able to totally focus on number 6 defensively.
Again, they're going to hand it off to Gambini. Extra effort, nudging a little closer to that first down stick. Looks like he'll be just short. Fans, you can watch a replay of tonight's game. Just head over to YouTube and search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Tonight's game will be available early next week. Click on the FNR logo.
31. Obvious 4-down territory for CVC on Lemoore side of the football field if they need it.
Donaldson has it, and more, down to about the 43-yard line. Again, one of those things everybody in the stadium knew who was going to get the ball, and you still can't stop it.
Yeah, it's nice little kind of buck sweep, kind of triple option looking offense with that dive fullback, a couple of wing backs, sending Donaldson in motion. It's a nice adjustment from a formation and really game plan standpoint.
We haven't had a game with this much meaning, but my gosh, I look around the field and it's just every seat is taken, and there's standing room just about everywhere you can stand.
Everywhere. Both sides of the stadium. Towards the end, they brought in bleachers in one end zone.
Defense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
They're still standing around the outside. This is what high school, this is what championship games are supposed to look like.
And you'd like to see this at every game.
Oh, man.
At every game during the season.
Yeah.
But right now, so much at stake. And congratulations to both of the communities for turning out for this one. 1st and 5 after the penalty. Bacher, pump fake. Now he's in trouble. He'll be dropped back at the 40. Loss of a couple. Bought some time with the pump fake. But then the pocket closed on him in a hurry.
Tried a double move, but Demel Turner sitting back in the middle of the field, that post safety position was right over the top of that, so actually had that double move, double covered. Nice job by Bacher, just getting out of harm's way, picking up a couple yards on that first down.
It's an injured Lemoore player. So they're going to take some time to let them tend to him. Looks like something around the right shoulder area. CVC will have a second down at about 7. Ball at the 40.
Nice, real methodical drive after getting that red zone interception defensively. Running with Donaldson, mixed in some passes on early downs. So a well-designed drive and taking some time off the clock. It's really kind of slowed the tempo of this track meet down a little bit. I think this is how CVC wants to play. Obviously, you take a 60-yarder from Donaldson when you get it, but I think this is the tempo that CVC wants to operate at offensively.
Time for another Golden One Credit Union financial wellness tip with Kevin Miller. Kevin?
You bet, Ralph. Tonight's financial wellness tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union. Creating and maintaining healthy financial habits can be hard, but automating them can help. Take the first step by setting up direct deposit or automatic transfer to your savings account. Next, set the transfer amount to what you know you can afford so you don't find yourself transferring it out later. Out of sight, out of mind can help your savings account grow. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Ralph Camp, back to you in live action.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Looks like we're going to have a pass interference call on Lemoore as CVC went deep.
Pass interference, defense, 15-yard penalty, resulting in first down.
Yeah, this is tough as a DB. You're running step for step. Demel Turner in good position, but that ball slightly underthrown. Brant Munger tries to work his way back to the football. Demel Turner doesn't get his eyes back, makes contact. I mean, that's 10 times out of 10 that flag is coming out. You have to allow that receiver to make his way back to the ball if your head is not turned around. If Demel Turner had his head looking at the football, he's allowed to make contact, but that one is going to get called 100% of the time. Nice chunk play for the CVC offense, picking up a 15-yard pass interference penalty.
Down about the 25-yard line. Donaldson may have gotten a yard, stopped and pushed back. He was in slow speed there, kind of looking for an opening, and there was nothing there.
Yeah, nice job, Demel Turner that time. The free player coming down from the safety position. Lemoore contained that play. Donaldson tried to bounce outside. There was nowhere to go. Demel Turner did a nice job as the free player coming down, hitting him around the line of scrimmage, holding him to a 1-yard gain.
There's Doug on the H&E scissor lift, giving us our aerial footage. Thanks to H&E Equipment for their help with our equipment rentals on our FNR games. H&E Equipment Services, where others stop, we continue. He has the best seat in the house tonight, doesn't he? He's got some room anyway. Donaldson, no room for him. So now Lemoore is kind of figuring him out and see if the Tigers can keep it that way. Jay Silva had 82 tackles this season. Was in on that one.
Yeah, a little wildcat that time. Donaldson taking a direct snap, running power. Lemoore not fooled at all, ready for that wildcat look from Donaldson. Here we go, 3rd and 9. And this is right around the edge of field goal territory. So we'll see if CVC doesn't give it back to Donaldson. Try to pick up a few, making a manageable 4th down.
Pitch to Donaldson. Looks like he wants to throw and does. Downfield, has a receiver, but can't get it there. Overthrowing Brant Munger, and it'll be 4th down. He was open.
Oh, he had him wide open that time, Donaldson. The little toss back from Bacher had Zach Zwart running free, just threw that over his inside shoulder a little bit. He is so upset with himself. Knew he had a touchdown throw, just missed it.
You're right, that was Zach Zwart. Another guy who's had a lot of catches, 38 receptions, 7 for touchdowns this year. And they're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Moore's coming.
4th and 9, here comes the blitz. He unloads it, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, trying to hit Donaldson that time again down the sideline. Man coverage, with Lemoore sending 0 pressure, so a free guy coming right through the B gap.
Media.
So change over on downs, 21-7. Central Valley Christian with the lead over Lemoore. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday night rivals. We'll be back after this. MD Manuel Insurance wants to thank all of our servicemen and women for the freedom they earn for us each and every day. It is our salute to the troops. There you get a look at the crowd and the people lining the fencing area. Chambers keeping it. Not much there. Arthur Schapp. Caleb Callison. Another guy you featured.
Yeah, just so active in the middle of that CVC defense. Once again, Chambers running zone read, decides to keep it at the last minute, but CVC so physical at the point of attack, getting some penetration, dropping Chambers for a loss.
Chambers throwing deep, has a man out there. Kobe Green hauls it in, and he is going to take it to the house. Touchdown. Big play by the Tigers.
Kobe Green, once again, a big-time play. We knew he was a big-time defender. We knew he was big-time in the running game, but this time lined up as the number 3 receiver, man coverage from CVC. Ty Chambers just lays one out for Kobe Green to run under. Beautiful throw, hits Kobe Green in stride, gets away from the defender Adam Gutierrez, who's chasing after him, and another big-time play for number 3 Kobe Green.
77 yards on that touchdown pass. Extra point is put up and through, and now it's a 7-point game, 21-14, as Lemoore gets even closer with the big play touchdown.
Kind of lulled me to sleep in that second quarter. I hadn't seen any points. It was 21-7 after the first. A turnover from Lemoore, then a 4th down stop, and then Kobe Green with the dime from Ty Chambers. That's kind of what I've been waiting to see from Lemoore, to take advantage of the athletic mismatch they have on the perimeter. That time, Kobe Green lined up against Adam Gutierrez, and just a vertical shot right down the hash. Nice throw by Ty Chambers. Fantastic concentration for Kobe Green to stay with that football, catch it over his inside shoulder, and then off to the races.
Showed what speed can do for you.
Man, just once he caught it, he was off. That's what Lemoore can do. They're never out of a football game. They have so many guys who can make plays like that. And Ty Chambers, see if he'll settle down a little bit. It's been a little bit off target. Not totally crisp with his decision-making. See if that long touchdown kind of calms his nerves just a little bit.
You saw Donaldson back deep. I'm not sure Jaden Evangelo is going to kick it to him, though.
I would not kick it to number 6.
Well, they kick it away, and they're kicking it to the other side of the field. Got some room for a return on the near side, and hangs on to the football as he's finally taken down. There's a wrestling match going on the other side of the field. Guys got locked up with their blocking. But a nice return. And again, in this what is turning into an offensive slugfest, CVC's going to have good field position starting at the 35.
See what they come out and do. 4 minutes, 23 seconds left in the second quarter. CVC gets the ball coming out of half. They deferred, won the toss, deferred in the first half. So they would love to take these 4 minutes off the clock, put another one in the end zone, try to double up in the first half, start in the second half.
Handoff to Donaldson. Picking his way for a nice gain. Right after the game, stay tuned for the holiday special, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. That's coming up on the CW59.
It's a really nice pickup on first down. 6 yards with the run, 2nd and 4. Your entire playbook is at your disposal. You can take a shot. You only need 4 yards to move the sticks. You can give it to Donaldson again, let him pick it up. I mean, then you have all the options when you have a positive play like that on first down.
Most of your playbook is standing right next to you there, number 6.
That's very true.
Timeout going to be taken by
Timeout
CVC.
It's a heavyweight fight, I know that. There's punch after punch after punch being thrown from both sides.
Yeah, that's what you hope for in a game like this where everything's at stake. Coming up, it's your Xfinity halftime show, and it features the Educator Spotlight. That's coming up on the Xfinity halftime show. Yeah, you want to make sure you get, you take advantage of every situation you can. Don't leave any points out there. You're going to need them tonight.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with CVC, just how multiple they are offensively. They do so much. I mean, it's really hard. High school kids, you know, going to school all day and then coming to practice and you're throwing a couple of different looks at them. I mean, I've been very impressed with the ability of CVC to switch personnel groupings, formation, plays, and just not really miss a beat. They are a fine-tuned machine on the offensive side of the football.
2nd and 4. It's a screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 30, the 20, and pushed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. That was one of those where you just saw Isaiah Morales just jump up and get it. Wow, how this thing has taken a turn.
Isaiah Morales, the big nose guard, I mean, he's used to getting pressure. He's used to getting in the offensive backfield, but great recognition that time. He notices it's a little too easy to get by. Bacher tries to toss the screen up to Donaldson, but big 52 sitting in the middle of that defense comes up and snags it for a pick and takes it just about to 1st and goal territory. Big time play by the big nose guard, number 52.
Well, and Bacher knows it too, because Donaldson was out there. He had a blocker, and he could have gotten it to him in space, and who knows. But now, Tigers are on the verge of tying this game. Anthony Garcia, the ball carrier. They're deep in the Toyota red zone now.
A little change from Lemoore. Munch and Garcia both in the backfield, so one acting as a lead blocker for the other. They've had a lot of trouble getting some movement against the CVC defensive front.
Munch, not much there. He's to the 5. Well, he's still pushing a pile. Looked like he was stopped at the 5, but they're going to let him take that all the way down close to the 2. They gave him enough yardage on that to pick up the 1st down. Munch stopped short. One of the first ones in there was Trent Redness.
Yeah, Caleb Callison also coming through free. Didn't make the tackle on bench, but slowed him down a little bit.
Yeah, Gradanis got hold of the ankles and would not let go.
It's like big bodies coming into the game for Lemoore. Big Isaiah Morales, 52.
Yeah, he started this whole thing with the interception. Waiting for a signal. And the officials aren't buying it yet. There it is. Touchdown.
Big bodies, a little fullback dive to Munch, pushing his way into the end zone. And man, Lemoore is an extra point away from tying this thing up. Down 21-7 at the end of the first, just battled back. Big time play from Isaiah Morales, the big nose guard, and then some physical running to get that ball into the end zone. It's a new game, as they say, Ralph. It's a whole new ball game.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. The extra point is up and good by Jaden Evangelo, and we're almost to halftime. We haven't decided anything. We have not decided a thing. It's going to be all even.
And CVC still now an opportunity with a possession before the first half is over, getting the ball coming out to start the second half. Minute 45, 2 timeouts. I mean, number 6 does not need a lot of time. He doesn't need a lot of space. You get him the football and let him go to work. A whole lot of time left for the Cavaliers to try to put some points on the board before this first half is finished.
And remember, that tying touchdown set up by an outstanding play by Isaiah Morales, the nose guard, who sniffed out the screen and jumped up and intercepted the pass and returned it down inside the 15. 21-21. Cavaliers on the return. Taken back out by Micah Payton. That's where the Cavaliers will start in a tie game.
We'll see if CVC starts to move Donaldson around a little bit. I mean, Lemoore, they've played exclusively man coverage in this first half. You know, Donaldson caught the one touchdown pass early where he came out of the backfield, made the linebacker miss with a nice little shake, and was free running to the end zone. We'll see if they don't move him around a little bit, motion him out, get him in space against the linebacker in coverage.
And get it to him around the left-hand side. Boy, once he gets steam going, he is very, very hard to bring down. No one wants to step out in front of him.
Now, when he gets going, he gets going. And, man, I think this is going to be a hold against CVC, but,
it's going to wipe out a huge game.
I mean, look like the offensive lineman, I think it was, maybe they're
holding. Offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
And it looked like 54 Case Anchor was making a good block. Maybe he just hung on a little bit too long, but it was a ton of space for Donaldson to operate. Put that foot in the ground, got going quickly, and you're right. Not a lot of people stepping up in front of that train willingly. And 6 gets ahead of steam going.
So it's first down and 20 with a minute and a half to go before halftime. Pass is caught by Cooper Noland out to about the 30. Check that. It's not number 4, it's number 9. That's going to be Zach Zwart. I've shorted him on a couple of catches tonight.
Does look like a 4.
It's funny though, we were
kind of misshaped numbers.
Pointing him out during pregame. Looking to the other side. Kind of a fingertip grab by Chapman Dunn. Nice catch. Out of bounds. Clock continues to run. Under a minute to go.
It was a nice catch. And Bacher's, he can sling it a little bit. I mean, just a one-step drop. Threw it on time. Nice catch by Chapman Dunn. Tackled just short of that first down marker. Clock rolling. 40 seconds left.
That one is caught by Munger over by the sideline. And out of bounds. 30 seconds to go.
Nice grab that time. Bacher, good job. Nobody open initially. Holds on to it and then puts it up top. Lets Munger go make a catch. First down, clock stop, 30 seconds left. 2 timeouts, so CVC, they can still run the football. They can run a screen to Donaldson. They have most of the playbook at their disposal. Need about 35 yards to put them into field goal territory.
Bacher in trouble, and he's dropped inside the 40, down close to the 35. Daniel Rodriguez in on the sack.
Yeah, Lemoore, they've sent those inside linebackers a few times. Sometimes they delay it just a little bit. That time, a little bit of a delay. Bacher thought he had a clean pocket, but it closed with the quickness. Daniel Rodriguez coming in. Good job getting Bacher down. 18 seconds left. Second and long. CVC calls timeout. I mean, I would try to get the ball back in number 6's hands, give him some space, let him go to work, maybe get some blockers out in front of him.
Well, you don't want to get away from what has been successful, but then again, you know, it's always a temptation.
Yeah, you don't want to throw it to Big 52 again either on the screen game, but, you know, 19 seconds left. You do have a timeout. I mean, I would try to get the ball to number 6 and just let him be the special guy that he is. Lemoore probably play a little bit of prevent, so you might have some space to get him the rock and let him go to work. See if he can get close, at least close enough to take a shot at the end zone before this first half is over.
Well, you've seen it. He could touch it once and it's gone.
Right.
So. Pass is complete. Out across the 45 to about the 46, and I'll say it, it's Zach Zwart.
There you go.
Making the catch.
Big body in the middle of the field. Nice pickup. Maybe one more play. If it's a quick hitter, pick up a first down, spike it, maybe have one shot at the end zone. I don't know what Bacher's arm looks like, but I assume he can throw it into the end zone from 50.
Well, I like the fact that he's been able to overcome that interception and come right back to slinging it again. And
Yeah.
he's throwing some good balls.
And composed in the pocket. I mean, even when he felt pressure, tried to evade it a little bit, but yeah, nice, calm, composed.
How's that possible in the championship game?
You put that out, right? It's all about execution. What do I have to execute on this snap? What's my job on this snap? What am I looking at on this snap? The magnitude of the moment can't really enter into your thinking, and Bacher's done a good job of that in the first half.
Bacher looking. Fires the ball downfield at the sideline. It's going to be a catch by Chapman Dunn. Clock stops with 8.5 seconds left. So they've been able to work the sideline effectively here.
Yeah, nice job by Bacher. I mean, 1, 2, 3. I think his third read on that was Chapman Dunn coming back across the field on the sideline. Nice route. Good job getting your feet down inbounds. 8.5. Still have time for a quick throw to the sideline before you take a shot, or this could be Hail Mary territory right here. Got some big bodies out there for CVC.
Got time to throw, unloads it over toward the sideline. Again, Dunn with the catch. Stops the clock at 1.9. It's going to be a 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Do you run out the kicker now?
Yeah, I don't know if they
look like they think it's too long.
That ball at the 23.
It's a 40-yarder.
Yeah, must not think DeGroff can hit that. Here we go, Hail Mary territory. Got some tall bodies on the outside for CVC. Got Donaldson coming up the chute as well.
Flushed out and then sacked. Back at the 35. So that takes care of that. Trevon Gaffney in on the sack of Bacher. And that's how the second half ends in what has been a very exciting first half. I'm sorry, that's how the first half ends. The second quarter ends. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. He's on the sideline.
Hey, thanks, Ralph. Coach, started out strong. Things have obviously tightened up. What do you got to do to refine things to get this win in the second half?
I think we got to go back to what we were doing earlier. Tackle better, cover better, and don't turn the ball over. I'm really pleased with the way our kids are playing. But we can't turn the ball over, and we got to capitalize on good field position, and we just didn't get it. But they're a good team, man. I mean, Lemoore's really good, and hopefully we got to get some of that momentum back.
Hence, we are in the championship. Coach, go get with your guys. Best of luck in the second half. Ralph, Cam, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Coach. Tonight's second quarter has been sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. And he said Lemoore's a good team. There's two good teams out there tonight that we're watching right now.
Two very deserving Division II Central Section Championship qualifiers.
Some big plays already in the first half of our game. and it's been exciting. And as I said, we haven't decided anything. Halftime, the score is tied, so they're going to go to the second half and figure it out. We'll be back after this. The halftime show is sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. And here to take us through halftime is Mr. FNR, Kevin Miller.
Yes, indeed. Well, welcome to the Xfinity Halftime Report. It's time for the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast. A breakfast so good, you got to tell somebody about it. And, of course, we got to tell you about our senior athlete, Ella Betancourt from CBC. Ella, how you doing this evening?
Very well.
Awesome. Ella. Hey. Anyway, I got caught up in the moment. Ella, let me brag on you for just a little bit. 4.24 GPA, y'all. So she's taking care of business in the classroom. And Ella, what sport are you involved in at CBC?
Swimming.
Swimming. And what events do you swim?
I mostly swim freestyle, backstroke, and a little bit of IM.
All right, and you had some success at the Central Sections last year, yes?
Yes, I did win first place in backstroke.
All right, congratulations. And what is it that you enjoy most about swimming?
I think it's just being with the team and just everyone cheering each other on. And the coaches are really good, and they just help us and they support us really well and just get us to where we want to go.
Awesome. I love what you said about the team. Vince Wesson was someone who promoted team and the community, and you're carrying on that spirit as a nominee of the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete. And then we always talk about plans for next year. You have some definitive plans for next year. Share with the Central Valley what you're up to.
I'm planning on going to Cal Poly for swimming next year, and I'm really excited and grateful for all the people that have got me there and the coaches and everything.
Oh, that's awesome. On scholarship, congratulations. And then what do you hope to study while at Cal Poly?
Kinesiology.
Okay, in hopes of pursuing what career?
PA, which is a physician assistant.
All right, impacting your community just as you do now. Well, Ella, you are now eligible for a $5,000 scholarship courtesy of Wendy's Breakfast. Sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah.
The breakfast and the $5,000, right? And that's something that come in handy at Cal Poly. We wish you all the best. Our final recipient of the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete goes to CBC's Ella Betancourt. Congratulations, Ella. And we will be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report. It's now time for our Educator Spotlight with our illustrious principals. We have from Lemoore High School, Rodney Brummett, and from CBC, Krista Wright. And first of all, principals, thank you very much for this game. This is an all-out, drag-out brawl right now, and we really appreciate it, yeah. So we can only wait to see what's going to happen next. But in the meantime, of course, 'tis the season to be thankful. And I know, Rodney, with the Lemoore Tigers, there's so many things to be thankful for. What are you thankful for with your school and with your staff and your community?
Well, I'm grateful for our coaching staff. You know, they put together a really good team. They started in, April of spring football, and they've worked really hard. They put together a solid program with kids that take the classroom seriously. I want to thank our community and all the restaurants that fed our kids Friday after Friday, or Thursday night, and I'm really grateful for them. I'm grateful for our fans for coming out and supporting our kids this entire season. It's been really, really special.
You bet. It's great to reconnect with you. We were back in game 2 at your place. Yep. Appreciated that hospitality. It's great seeing you. Your community is awesome. And then, Krista, thank you for your hospitality here. It's wonderful to be back. It's been a few years, and I'm sure there's plenty to be thankful for when it comes to being a Cavalier.
There is. It's a great time to be a Cavalier. If you look at just the community we have out tonight, our cheerleaders are just crushing it, and the fans are great. Obviously, it's a great game out on the field. And all around, it's just a great time on campus. Our volleyball team just went to the state tournament last weekend, and our FFA team just came back from nationals and had several compete at the national level. And you got to hear our choir this evening on the national anthem. So it's just to be a part of all of that is kind of what makes CBC special. Yeah. All community working together for excellent.
Yep. And we appreciate you both so much. It's just fitting that we end our season with the two of you. Rodney, Krista, thanks for being our principals and our part of our educator spotlight. And of course, we'll be back with more Xfinity halftime report right after this. What a game. Somebody's got to get it. Let's go. Let's go. Well, welcome back. Hey, and we are full in conversation here at the Xfinity Halftime Report. Things happen off camera, and of course, things happen like providing for you financial wellness tips from Golden One Credit Union. And we are here with Bill and Noel. We've been sharing about these financial wellness tips all season long. Thank you both very much for that. That has been a resource for all of us in the community, all of our staff, our students, our parents. It has been fantastic. So we're wondering, how does one become financially successful in this day and age?
Yeah, I think always starting off with a savings or checking account, making sure you're putting at least 10% of a job, or if you're a student and you only get, holidays and birthdays, take 10% of that, put that away. Make sure you're saving for the future. And then establish credit as early as possible. Get that student credit card. Establish credit card, because later on in life, those rates will be a lot less for you as you get better credit.
And definitely educate yourself regarding your education. You want to know what it's going to be, the costs of where you're going to school at, and then make choices, wise choices. You already chose to go to school, which is a great choice, but now we want to make choices that support wise living. And so prioritizing needs and evaluating wants so we don't blow our budget.
Good words, good words. Okay, now I don't know if you know this, but I have a senior in high school, so she's about ready to head off to college. And we've been talking a lot about college, maybe setting up a budget for college. Do you have any words of wisdom in that respect?
Definitely. And make sure you understand your costs going in. I think that's the most important thing, is understanding how much it's going to be on a monthly basis so that you can budget and make sure that you have some financial wellness going, because that's going to be a theme throughout what we're doing here today. And another part of that is ensuring that when you are doing that budget, that you learn more about financial wellness. So go get financial literacy. Go to goldenone.com, /financial wellness, and make sure that you understand how you can better your budgeting from there.
Yeah. And then how about once we're in college, how do we save, now and then throughout?
Well, take advantage of your student ID. Take advantage of your student status. There's a lot of discounts to be had. Also, network with other students. There might be used textbooks you can use instead of paying full price for new books. At the same time, you do want to evaluate where you're going to be shopping at, what you're going to be purchasing. What you want to do is you want to make good choices.
Fantastic. And you have been providing so many resources over the course of Friday Night Rivals, this entire season 13. Anything in addition that you can share in terms of those financial resources that would greatly benefit our students, our families, our community?
I talked about it earlier, goldenone.com /financial wellness. We have podcasts, seminars, ways to learn budgeting and how to be betterly financial strength within your life. So really just keep going at it. Make sure that you save, because that's going to be the key to your financial strength and security later on in life. And we just want to thank Friday Night Rivals for having us here tonight. This is all fun, and we really enjoy sponsoring and being part of this.
And we appreciate your partnership so much. I mean, it's been something for, obviously, your members, but the entire community, Golden One, and we appreciate you guys so much. And speaking of partnerships, of course, we're going to head over and do our very last cheer challenge tire roll. You're going to stay on the sidelines here, guys, okay, because they're coming fast and furious at us, okay? But we sure appreciate you. Bill, Noel, Golden One, you guys are awesome. And so it comes to this, FNR fam, that we've got to finish up with our final Les Schwab Cheer Challenge. Of course, they have been partners with Friday Night Rivals for over a decade, supporting our students, our families, our communities in events such as Friday Night Rivals, state championships, section championships at Fresno Fair, Tulare Fair, Madera Fair, FFA, all those things, so that students can be successful and they can experience what they rightfully deserve in this day and age. And one thing that we've experienced, Francisco, let's do this, man. We're moonwalking, brother. We've experienced this cheer challenge, tire roll, game after game after game. And so Lemoore's got a little bit of practice, but CVC a few years ago, they also had a victorious role, if you will. The tires have been balanced. The tires have been properly rotated, courtesy of Les Schwab, and now it is time to make sure we have our final champion of the season. Will it be CVC or will it be Lemoore? Cavs versus Tigers. Here we go. On your marks, set, go! It's wobbly for CVC. Lemoore's kind of heading the other direction. They're taking the security through. But it looks like it's got the call. It's going to be a photo finish. Boy, Lemoore went left towards their crowd. CVC a slower start, but the winners, victorious of our final Les Schwab, goes to the Lemoore Tigers! Oh my goodness. Here they are in all their glory. Their fans, let's hear fans! Oh, they're fired up. They're fired up. That is full spirit. How did we get it done tonight?
Because you wish you were a Tiger! Woo-ha! You wish you were a Tiger! Woo-ha!
You wish you were a Tiger! Woo-ha! You wish you were a Tiger! Woo-ha! You wish you were a Tiger! Woo-ha! You wish you were a Tiger! Woo-ha! That has been the mantra that's carrying the Tigers through the cheer challenge and perhaps the second half. Time will only tell. We've got a replay going on right now. This is good stuff. Check it out. Oh, here comes CBC. Posing for the camera. Congratulations, our winners. And we will be back with more Xfinity halftime reports right after this. Hoo-ha!
You wish you were a Tiger! Woo-ha! You wish you were a Tiger! Woo-ha! You wish you were a Tiger! Woo-ha! You wish you were a Tiger!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They sprint like 4 miles. Give them a break.
Tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. Now here's Kevin Miller.
And so, Coach, just when we thought things might get out of hand, Lemoore said au contraire and really responded. What needs to be done in the second half to get this Tiger victory?
Well, first of all, we got to eliminate the big plays that they had. They had 2 big plays in the first half. We got to eliminate them out. And then we got to get in a rhythm on offense. We obviously haven't been in a rhythm yet. I think we've made some adjustments at halftime that maybe we can get into a rhythm in the second half.
Hey, get in that rhythm, Coach. Go get them. Right. Championship football. It is on. Cam, Ralph, let's do this.
All right, thank you, Kevin, bringing a little bit of French into the conversation. Au contraire. Yeah, the big plays hurt Lemoore. Turnover hurt CVC. So those are both things that you talked about adjustments. Who's going to make the adjustments at halftime? We'll see.
Yeah, Rich Tillman's right. This Lemoore offense, they haven't even gotten in rhythm. They have 21 points, but they haven't really looked like the machine that we saw them against Clovis West, where they can run it, they can throw it. Ty Chambers is in complete control of this offense. He's comfortable in what he's doing. We'll see if they can remedy that in the second half. For CVC, Donaldson's your guy, right? How many times can you get him the football? How many different ways can you get him the football? How can you get him the football in space? I mean, that's a big key, I think, in this second half. They did a good job throwing the football at the end of the second quarter, but you have to get Six the ball in space and let him go to work.
Going to be fun to watch. You're joining the view from the booth camp, sponsored by Institute of Technology, where careers begin. Nice and, well, it's not toasty warm in here, but it's not cold. It's getting cold outside here. I can tell you that. But the fans aren't going anywhere. still standing. And why would you leave in a 21-21 game at halftime?
Man, still, I mean, this place is packed, standing room only, all over the place. Just a fantastic environment to decide a Division II section championship tonight.
Tigers, who came back from a 21-7 deficit to tie it, will get the football to start the second half.
A lot of dangerous returners back there for Lemoore.
Drew DeGroff with the kick. It's a short one. Taken over the shoulder by Garcia, who slides at the 30. And that's where we will start the second half.
Yeah, I'd do that every time if I were CBC. If you're going to catch it moving backwards and slide down at the 30, I'm totally cool with that because I've already given one up today. Nice little pooch kick. Start the second half. We'll see, can this Lemoore offense get into a rhythm? Can Ty Chambers continue to get comfortable, make good decisions with the football? Can he find the mismatches on the perimeter with his athletes?
Yeah, let's see if they can get something to DeMel Turner as well, 1,000-yard receiver during the season. And right off the bat, they go to Turner across midfield, and look at him fly in the secondary, down the sideline. This could be, it is a touchdown. Well, I didn't mean they had to do it right then.
Clairvoyance from Ralph Wood. Let's see if they can get the ball to DeMel Turner. They not just get it to DeMel Turner, but he takes his 70 yards to the house. The first time we've seen Lemoore run that mesh concept. So DeMel Turner, shallow crosser, Ty Chambers finds him in space and then off to the races. Nobody catching number 2. Couple blocks and gets to the house.
Touchdown brought to you by Florida Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. Evangelo with the extra point, and for the first time tonight, Lemoore has the lead.
Can Ty Chambers get the ball to his weapons in space? That's exactly what Lemoore came out and did on the very first play. Springing DeMel Turner free, and then once he got to the sideline, off to the races, and nobody was catching him. That's exactly what we talked about at halftime. Can they get these guys in space? Yes, they can. First play, 70 yards. Huge punch thrown by Lemoore on the first play of the second half.
Closed captioning for tonight's broadcast is sponsored by KFC. Finger licking good. So the Tigers have roared back with 21 unanswered points, taking a 28-21 lead. I still say it's going to take more points than this.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to win at 48. It's going to take more than I think what both of these teams average on the season to win this one.
Evangelo kicking it to the other side of the field, keeping it away from Donaldson, but it might backfire with a nice return here coming out. Michael Payton across midfield into Lemoore territory. Good return by Payton to the 45.
Yeah, he's got some speed, man. He gets a crease, he can go. Kind of pick your poison. I would kick away from Donaldson as well, but Payton made him pay that time. A couple of nice returns for him on the night, and CBC right back in Lemoore territory starting this drive.
Payton just a sophomore.
Can go. Nice job too, breaking a tackle. Get to the sideline. Well done.
Donaldson gets it on first down. Gains about 6. They'll call it 5. They'll spot it at the 40. 2nd and 5.
Lemoore pretty much exclusively man coverage in that first half. That first snap here in the second half, playing a quarters look, so a split safety look. DeMel Turner and Kobe Green both reading the end man of the line of scrimmage to trigger downhill for runs, so putting some extra bodies around that run game, try to stop number 6 in the backfield.
Donaldson again. Breaks away from Green. Breaks another tackle. Inside the 10, 5. Touchdown. Third of the game for Donaldson.
Lemoore jumps right back to man coverage. Kobe Green, the free player. You have to make that tackle right there on Bryson Donaldson. Kobe Green, don't stop your feet. Come downhill. Donaldson keeps those legs pumping, runs right through that contact, gets back into the end zone. Punch, counter punch. CVC an extra point away from tying this thing up again.
And the extra point to tie is good by DeGroff. And we're just getting started.
Whole new ball game.
28-28. They could play all night like this. We'll be back with more after this. Right after the game, stay tuned for the holiday special. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. That's coming up on the CW59. She'd get run over by one of these running backs if she was out here tonight, too. All the big plays. That one was a 40-yard run. We've had plays of 65 yards, 63, 77, 70, and now 40. Here comes a penalty flag on the return. Here comes a... Boy, I don't know what that was. It came flying in. Was that a flag?
That was a flag. Launched from the sideline. I mean, that got a good 30 yards of distance. Blocking the back.
It didn't even look like it was yellow.
It's the return.
But it was an impressive throw.
Oh, that's tough. You know, returner trying to work his way across the football field. There's just so many opportunities to touch someone from behind and get that block in the back penalty. Worst starting field position for Lemoore tonight outside of the interception they got in the red zone.
They'll start this possession just inside the 20. And they didn't have the lead very long. Tied at 28. What's the next big play? There's the answer to my question. Andrew Munch is taking it off. Down the sideline. Is he going to be able to win the race? No, dragged down, but he got all the way to the 15-yard line. Wow.
That was right. CVC had a free player. Grant Munger coming downhill free. Just does not make the tackle on Munch. Right there, you see him flying across the screen. Munch breaks that tackle. And the big fella rumbling down the football field, getting inside that Toyota red zone. You just said, what's the next big play going to be? There you go. First snap of this drive, Munch. Nice job breaking a tackle, getting to the sideline, setting this offense back up in the red zone.
Bryce Crook finally brought him down. Otherwise, he was gone. In the Toyota red zone. First down, trying to regain the lead. Chambers inside the 5. And the Tigers are knocking on the door.
Nice read by Ty Chambers. A defensive end crashes down to tackle Munch. Chambers on the zone read, puts it in his belly, then pulls it at the last minute, takes it around the edge of that CVC defense for a 1st and goal for this Lemoore offense. Right back knocking on the door.
Munch is going to be stopped and turned back. Maybe no gain. Second and goal.
Yeah, big bodies in there where they scored inside the 5 in the first half. Munch at the fullback spot, Garcia at the tailback spot. Bunch of beef on the offensive line.
Oh. Tackle in the backfield for a loss. So that's Blake Gambini making the stop on Anthony Garcia. Third and goal.
Nice job, Blake Gambini, getting penetration, getting into the backfield of Lemoore, wrapping Garcia up for a big loss.
Third down, pass to the end zone, incomplete. Overthrown, intended for Turner. Fourth down.
Yeah, single coverage. DeMel Turner on the edge, singled up. Ty Chambers takes a shot, just doesn't give his receiver a chance. Throws it a little bit wide. Got to give your guy an opportunity to go up and make a play. You know DeMel Turner, 17 touchdowns on the season. You know he can get up and make a play. Ty Chambers got to give him a chance. Look like Lemoore's going for it on fourth down. Watch QB draw.
Empty backfield.
Formation.
Chambers has it deflected and intercepted in the end zone. Boy, do you know how to pick guys to spotlight. Caleb Callison came up with the deflection for the interception.
And the empty formation,
the Tigers are turned away.
The fake quarterback sneak. So Ty Chambers took a step forward like he was going to run the sneak and then throws the slant route in the slot to Kobe Green. Nice job deflecting that one away. Caleb Callison, Johnny on the spot. What a stop by this CVC defense. Lemoore, first and goal inside the 5, and they are turned away.
If he doesn't intercept that ball, they're backed up to their own goal line. So now it comes out to the 20. And we haven't seen a lot of defensive stops tonight, but there was one. Oh, CBC going to throw it away. Pressure on Bacher. He took a deep drop. I think he was looking deep, but nothing there. And then he got in trouble.
Yeah, ran a 3-level route. So Chapman Dunn was running the deep route, running the defenders off. And Zach Zwart worked his way on that corner route, that second-level route. He was wide open, but once again, pressure in the drop-back game from this Lemoore defense forced Bacher to get rid of that one. Setting up 2nd and 10.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
That'll back up the Cavaliers.
It looked like they were tossing it back to Donaldson again, some big bodies trying to get out a little bit too early.
Kind of looked for an instant like he was getting ready to throw it again. Tried that in the first half, and it was overthrown. 2nd and 15. Comes the pressure. The little shovel goes to Donaldson. Up the near sideline. Run out of bounds short of the 25.
Man, he gets going quick. He doesn't need a big crease. Inside that edge defender, then gets vertical. Gets out of bounds. 3rd and 7. This has been a pressure down for Lemoore when they know it's pass from CVC. They've sent extra bodies. We'll see if they do that again.
They're giving it to Donaldson, and he's upended just across the 25. So that's going to be short of the first down. Spencer Silva came in to make the sure tackle.
Yeah, nice job. That double wing formation again. That time CVC decides to run it into the boundary, into the short side of the field. Lemoore did a good job of forcing Donaldson out to the edge, ran out of space. Nice tackle, nice stop on third down from this Lemoore defense. Now Preston Scott, he's dangerous back there.
High punt. He's going to have to call for the fair catch. Does at the 43. So the Tigers will have it in pretty good shape. Trying to break this tie.
Yeah, the long run by Minch last series, and then Ty Chambers with the zone read keep to set him up first and goal inside the 5. We'll see. They had the long ball to Kobe Green. Outside of that, this passing game has not really gotten started for Lemoore.
Four receivers in. Sling it to the far side. Pass is complete. Preston Scott, but defended well by Adam Gutierrez.
Yeah, nice job. Ty Chambers throwing that little bubble route, trying to get some blockers in front of Preston Scott. Nice job by Gutierrez, sticking to his man, driving him out of bounds.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Garcia in traffic, going to be stopped short of midfield, and here comes a penalty flag. And sometimes that's a face mask in that situation. Came in late.
Personal foul, face mask, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
You got it. A free 15 yards for Lemoore that time. Really well defended by CVC defensively. Just can't get that hand in the face mask. First down. Lemoore and CVC.
All right, 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports. Send it downstairs to Kevin Miller, who's going to do some push-ups.
And you know this, Ralph. Friday Night Rivals is powered by the U.S. Army. I am here with Sergeant Watson. Sergeant Watson, share with us again, what inspired you to enlist in the U.S. Army?
Just being able to provide for my family and be a big inspiration for them. Just wanted them to be proud of me.
Us all, and we are inspired right now. What is about to go down?
Get some push-ups, y'all.
Are you ready for some push-ups? Sergeant Watson, of course, Mr. FNR. It's our last go-round, baby. So let's do this. Let's go. Let's do some push-ups. Who's going to win? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is what... Yes. What we have trained for, courtesy of the U.S. Army, all season long. Game 10 of season 13. I've done military, an all-night endeavor because, of course, Habs versus Tigers. It's a no-look. I'm not looking there. I'm not looking here. I'm watching the game as we go. Everybody
make it look so easy.
Indeed, Ralph, stand back to you.
Yeah, just Ty Chambers coming up, finding Kobe Green in the slot. Kobe Green doing the rest. Big face mask would have set up a third down for Lemoore. Instead, it's first down in CVC territory, and Lemoore goes to work. Too much space for Kobe Green to operate in, out of the slot. Nice job by Ty Chambers coming up, getting the ball to him quick. Kobe Green doing the rest.
5:44 to go in the third. And Lemoore is pushed back in front now by a touchdown. It's 35-28 for this section championship game in Division II.
Kobe Green, we talked about him as a defender today, but all he's done is catch a couple of touchdowns and take a kickoff return to the house. A huge piece for this Lemoore Tiger offense and special teams unit tonight. Lemoore back on top, man. Just punch after punch being thrown by these two heavyweight teams. Might come down to who has it last with the way both of these offenses are playing tonight. If you get a stop, man, you feel really good about yourself. Get the ball back to your offense. Try to let them go to work. Two very explosive teams on the field tonight.
So 35-28, Lemoore kicking off. Once again with the lead. To the far side again. Payton again. This time he's turned back as he gets across the 25. Still a lot of football.
This is a lot.
5:38 to go in the third.
Hey, you know, you're like 35-28. 5:38 left. No, 5:38 in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Man, all it takes is one, getting the ball to Donaldson in space again. As soon as he's right back in a position to tie it up. This is just, man, just high-quality football play tonight.
Donaldson with a cutback. Saw there wasn't anything on the right side, so he went left. They picked up 5.
I mean, they've done a nice job, really, in the inside zone game, really containing Donaldson. I mean, he's broken a couple off, but for the most part, they've done a good job defending the run tonight.
Pitch out to Donaldson. Going to get the first down as he steps out of bounds across the 40, very close to the 40. That'll be a 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition.
Yeah, it's like CBC likes running that little toss play into the short side of the field. There's just one receiver to that side. He comes down and blocks the corner. So Donaldson's able to get to that corner quickly, get vertical, get enough to pick up a first down. Not a huge opportunity for a big play, for a really explosive play, but a good job moving the sticks, picking up a first down.
Going to try that left side and make his own opening as he barrels across the 45-yard line. I think they're going to get a steady diet of Donaldson here now.
Yeah, Lemoore they're so explosive offensively. You know, sometimes the best defense for an offense like that is just to keep the ball in your hands. You know, control the tempo of the game, keep that offense on the sideline. When you have a guy like Bryson Donaldson, you have the ability to do that. It's a nice start to the drive from CVC offensively.
Donaldson again, cross midfield, into the secondary, inside the 40, down close to the 36. Time for another financial wellness tip, sponsored by Golden One Credit Union. Here's Kevin Miller.
Tonight's financial wellness tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union. Set yourself up for success by creating short-term financial goals such as saving for prom, concert tickets, or a new video game. Once you've reached those, don't forget about long-term goals like saving money for college. Be very specific about the amount and time frame to reach them. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Ralph and Cam, back to you.
Thanks very much, Kevin. First down play for CVC, trying to get the tying touchdown. Bacher going to throw down the far sideline as a receiver upended and tripped up, and the flag comes in. Munger, the intended receiver, but it looks like it's going to be an interference call against Lemoore.
Pass interference, defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot results in first down.
We talk about box count. That time, all 11 players for Lemoore up within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. Press coverage on the outside. A deep shot from Bacher. I mean, it's about as easy as it gets to call defensive pass interference. You have to allow that receiver an opportunity to come back and make a play on the ball.
Now it's Donaldson. See if he can put him on the board. He's put him on his back down near the 10.
Just a frightening sight if you're Lemoore defensively. Bryson Donaldson just coming downhill with a head of steam with a couple of big blockers in front of him. Very physical finish to the end of that run.
All right, in the Toyota red zone. This time they give it to Gambini. Gambini gained a couple. That was just to give Donaldson a rest.
Maybe he needed it. Just run all the way down the football field.
Donaldson, near side. Going to turn it on and get into the end zone for the touchdown. Had to wait a while until the official got there and made the call. But a 7-yard touchdown run for Bryson Donaldson. Touchdown sponsored by Portacells.
Bryson Donaldson all night long. He's been coming in motion. They've been running that little toss play with some blockers in front of him. That time, they run him down the line of scrimmage. Jet sweep motion. They give it to him. He gets outside, gets to the edge, gets inside that pylon. He's exhausted, but you expect that from a running back that handled the ball pretty much exclusively on that drive. What was CVC's answer going to be? Get the ball to number 6 as often as possible.
And are they going to go for 2? No, the kicker comes on late now.
Yeah, I think they were looking for the tee. Cost them a timeout.
If you've ever been watching a game and the announcers say this could go down to who has the ball last, this might be one of those games.
Seriously, just punch after punch, man. Seriously, two teams so well coached, so many weapons, great adjustments made coming out of halftime. Could come down to what team has the ball last. It could come down to if a team makes a big mistake in the second half, a big turnover, something that sets up the opponent in scoring territory, as they have 2 teams that can score from anywhere on the field at any point in the game.
Yeah, the pressure's on everybody now. I mean, even an extra point, if you miss an extra point, it's on the snapper, on the holder. Well, they were trying for the 2-pointer, and there was movement.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Or something like that.
Still one on time down.
Yeah. and they call timeout. They must have seen something. Lemoore was not lining up to the swinging gate formation, so thought that they had something, and it looked like just 2 players moving at the snap. Donaldson came across to snag that snap out of the air. Looked like Brent Prosey, the holder, was moving as well.
And an extra point is blocked. So there you go. That's something that can change the complexion of the game. Gus Ria-Hizar blew through to block the kick.
Yeah, they've been close a couple times tonight, coming off the edge, but that time it didn't look like it was the edge player. The player coming right inside. Yeah, Gus Ria-Hizar. Keontre Harris has been close a couple times, but that time Hizar coming right through that wing area. Hey, Bryson Donaldson's playing that wing back. You know, he has to solidify the inside. And he just ran all the way down the football field. Had to be gassed on that extra point.
Well, and he felt like he was going to get the 2-point conversion on the previous play, too. He was angry about that. So now we're off the even score. Another pooch kick. That one taken on the run. Scott. Let's see where they say he stepped out.
Yeah, that's, you know, CVC's, they're just in such a tough spot. So much explosiveness in the return game for Lemoore. They've done it all season long. Preston Scott, DeMel Turner, Elijah Daly, just guys that they can go to the house. And we saw Kobe Green take one earlier in the game. So a little pooch kick, but great field position for Lemoore, starting at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, I wonder if you're going to start thinking about just kicking out of bounds. I know you've talked about that in the past. Because starting at the 42, that's too good. Garcia slips as he got to the 40, and Callison finished him off. I think he was going to try and stop and make a cut, and he just slipped.
Yeah, Callison just triggering downhill. As soon as he sees inside zone, he is coming. Had Garcia lined up. Garcia tried to change direction. Not enough time. Slipped down. Callison finished him off. Nice stop on first down.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Chambers with a pump fake. Looking to the far side, has a receiver wide open, and you can say goodbye to Preston Scott. Touchdown, Lemoore.
And do not blink because you might miss a touchdown. Looked like CVC playing 2 deep coverage, so 2 deep safeties, but the pump fake, the fake screen action, looks like it got the CVC safety to jump, and Preston Scott, the fake crack block and go wide open. Down the numbers, Ty Chambers laid it perfectly in his hands, hit him in stride, and nobody's catching number 6 in the open field.
Touchdowns brought to you by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. Another big play in a night of big plays. 60 yards on that one. Chambers to Scott. You're just thinking, don't mess this up.
Watch this one all the way to the hands, because this is about as easy as it gets. Nice job, Ty Chambers, just laying it out there. Preston Scott running underneath it, securing that football.
That's like pregame warm-ups.
Yeah, pack and go, right? Just routes on air. And just like that, whew.
Now it's an 8-point lead, 42-34, Lemoore. Still more than a quarter to go.
We said you need 50 to win this. I don't know if 50 is going to be enough. The way this thing is going. they flipped Donaldson. I was wondering when CVC would put Donaldson on the other side of the formation, force Lemoore to do something different. I think they're just going to kick away. Now they switch back.
Well, they'll go with the shorter kick. And it takes a bounce and it goes out of bounds. Here comes the flag.
Late hit from CVC.
Fans during the fourth quarter find out who's our player of the game. It's sponsored by Donald P. Dick. Here's Kevin Blevins, our referee. Was there a late hit?
Yeah, was,
away from the
they
ball.
Were blowing, the ball was well out of bounds, and the player from CVC hit a Lemoore player just with no idea he was going to get hit, and the flag came out immediately.
They would kick out of bounds. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 35. We have a dead ball, personal foul against the receiving team. That'll be 15 yards from the 35, first down.
So the penalty backs up the offense. This drive will start at the 20.
Jaden Evangelo was the guy, kicker, who got
the kicker.
That one. Looks like he's okay on the sideline.
Donaldson on the left side. Stays on his feet until he gets to the marker. He knew where the first down marker was. Look at him shaking his head. As if to tell him, you guys can't stop me. And you know what? He's been right so far.
He has been. The CVC run an outside zone to the wide side of the field, so much space for Donaldson to get to. Does a good job getting to the perimeter, getting enough.
Hey fans, be sure to join us next year. We're going to broadcast our 14th year of Friday Night Rivals right here on the Central Valley CW59. Has a guy open now on this end. And here we go. The other way. This is Brant Munger. Can he win a race to the end zone? He's high-stepping as he gets there, and it's a touchdown. Holy cow.
Wow. Now you got to go for two if you're CVC. Man, Lemoore sends pressure. Bacher evades it and just finds Grant Munger running scot-free. Didn't know if he was going to make it with all the speed back there for Lemoore in the secondary, but outruns everybody to the zone. Not Bryson Donaldson this time. What a throw, Max Bacher to Brant Munger for a touchdown. We're a 2-point away from this thing being tied.
20 seconds between touchdowns. And as they go for two, here comes penalty flags.
Really the only thing that hasn't worked for CVC tonight is swinging gate direct snap play.
Dead ball, false start. Kicking team, 5-yard penalty, still one on time down.
Now what do? Kick the extra point and go for two later?
I think you kick the extra point. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for two. I mean, you have a whole quarter. There's going to be more points in this game.
Yeah, you have to score another touchdown anyway,
right,
maybe more than one.
Going down two, Lemoore comes back and scores a touchdown. Now you're down 9. That's 2 possessions. So got to pick this one up from the 7.
Fade in the end zone, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. The point is no good. Keontae Harris in defensively to make that play and to turn away CVC.
Nice job, Keontae Harris, going up and high pointing that one. It's a big 2 points right now.
Well, maybe you get a chance at a field goal, but it's difficult. And you still have to play defense against this team that's been lighting it up.
Yeah, 42-40, a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Might need 60 to win this one tonight.
Huh?
He might need 60 to win this one tonight.
They kick it away this time. And that's going to go out of bounds. So at least it's only out to the 35.
Yeah, they didn't mean to kick that one out of bounds. Lemoore, both returners were well up. I think they were just trying to kick that one deep, just happened to go out of bounds.
Kick out of bounds against the kicking team. Ball will be placed at the 35 by rule.
It was 21-21 at halftime. So the teams combined to score 42 points in the first half. They've already scored 41 in this quarter. And going for more. Chambers lets it fly. Incomplete. Intended for, I believe that was Keontae Harris. Yeah, Keontae Harris, the junior. He made the defensive play in the end zone to deny the 2-point conversion. It would have tied it.
Gosh, just so many weapons.
Another penalty.
Oh, maybe.
And it's a 15-yarder.
Ty Chambers. Saw him take a hit. Didn't think it was late, but
boy, you kick it out of bounds to put the ball to the 35. Then you have a 15-yard penalty, and all of a sudden you're at the 50-yard line. Garcia came out of the backfield like he was shot out of a cannon, and he's still pushing the pile. Fans over on the Lemoore side are getting a kick out of that and showing their appreciation. That's Munch, the ball carrier.
yeah, this offense doesn't need a short field. Two penalties to kick out of bounds, and then another personal foul against the Cavaliers, and this Lemoore offense is rolling again. They don't need help. Gotten a lot of help from the Cavalier defense so far tonight.
Yeah, Munch has shown his speed tonight. He just came out of there so fast. I thought it was Garcia, but he's already shown his speed tonight. And the pass was behind Harris, who slipped as he tried to stop and go back for it. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, a lot of space, though. Nice decision by Ty Chambers. Just threw a little bit behind Keontae Harris. Tried to stop and come back and make that very difficult catch. Lost his footing.
This just seems like a very confident Lemoore offensive unit right now.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 is really no big deal for this offense the way they're operating tonight.
Dead ball, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
2nd and 15, no big deal for this offense the way they're operating tonight either. It's just so many weapons, so many different ways to get them the ball, and the run game has been very effective tonight. And we talked about them finding a rhythm at halftime. They've found a rhythm and then some in the third quarter.
2nd and 15 from the 43. Chambers looking deep, going for Green. Incomplete. A little strong on the throw. Brent Munger had a better shot at catching that one, actually.
Yeah, Grant Munger's he's a nice player on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball, playing that deep safety spot just off the fingertips. Ooh, man, would have been a huge play to turn this Lemoore offense over. Here we go, 3rd and 15. If you're CVC, got to get a stop. Got to get off the football field, get the ball back. It's like they're sending pressure.
Here comes the blitz. Gets the pass away, has the receiver open, and see you later. Turner with his 2nd touchdown. Demel Turner is going to take it in. I thought that was too short of a distance. They were on the wrong side of the 50. Wasn't as big a play as we're used to. That's just a 43-yard touchdown play, but it's been a game of incredible big plays, points, yards. Wow.
Man, that's what happens when you send pressure. You are in one-on-one coverage. That time, Demel Turner just ran a slant. Ty Chambers snags that snap. Demel Turner beats the defender, Cooper Noland, inside. Easy release, throw, catch, and run for another Lemoore score.
That last drive took 1 minute. Now you've got your two-score cushion, up by 9. And virtually a quarter to play.
Yeah, still an entire quarter. I mean, if you're CVC now, you're kind of in the position where you have to, try and steal a possession. That was a great opportunity. 3rd and 15. They decided to send pressure. Demel Turner wins the one-on-one matchup. Ty Chambers delivers a strike. Those are the opportunities you have to take advantage of. You have to try to get a stop, get the ball back after you score, because you're down 2 possessions at this point.
Evangelo to kick off. Payton coming to the near side, has some blockers, has a wall. Tripped up and then goes down across the 45-yard line. That looked like that could have been something for a while.
He was close. He was really one ankle tackle away from taking that one. Just got tripped up right as he was about to hit the boosters. Nice job blocking that one. It's such a hard return to execute, coming all the way back across the football field. Oh, you had a blocker with just Evangelo in front of him, but nice job getting that shoestring tackle by Lemoore.
Bacher to throw. Nearly picked off. He was throwing for Donaldson, who wasn't looking for the football, didn't look like.
Yeah, Donaldson looked like he was trying to pick his way, Lemoore, that time in a 3-deep zone. So zone coverage, not man-to-man. Looked like Donaldson was trying to find his way through that zone. Bacher got rid of it before Donaldson was ready for it. Lucky that one wasn't going the other way, because Keontae Harris, the corner, was kind of hanging out right in that area.
2nd and 10, final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Donaldson. Maybe 2. Morales in on the stop. He's had a big night already with that interception. And we're going to the 4th quarter. It's been a wild game. The 3rd quarter has been sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. It's a 9-point game as we head to the fourth quarter. Lemoore, the Big Play Tigers, are up on CVC 49-40. We're coming back for the fourth quarter after this timeout. Welcome back. Fourth quarter sponsored by the U.S. Army. And here we go. 13 touchdowns scored in the first three quarters by these two teams. And Donaldson is hit and dropped by Trevon Gaffney.
Not Trevon Gaffney, not fooled that time. He's seen that play all night long. The little toss with a couple blockers in front of Donaldson. Great job getting penetration, snagging Donaldson in the backfield. Down 9, 11:50 left. Got to punt this one away from midfield, but man, a lot of pressure on this CVC defense. They need a stop on this next Lemoore drive.
Kick away. Fair catch. Preston Scott. And now the Tigers will take over with the lead, 49-40.
That last drive, CVC, 3rd and 15. They decide to send pressure. DeMel Turner wins the one-on-one matchup. Ty Chambers hits him in stride. He takes it to the house. We'll see what the defensive mindset is for CVC taking the field here. They know the weapons that Lemoore possesses. But fourth quarter down 9, got to get aggressive.
An offensive mindset too. I mean, do you play like you got enough points, or do you keep going? And this is Andrew Munch with a big run out to midfield. That helps.
Yeah, that takes a little pressure off, and CVC stayed aggressive. They sent pressure, a little cross stunt. Somebody got out of the gap, and Munch hits that gap and picks up a huge chunk for this Lemoore offense right back at midfield. And they've had success running it. They've had success throwing it. I mean, not in rhythm in the first half, but they have totally found their stride in the second half. Started with that crossing route to DeMel Turner, taking a 70 to the house, and they just have not slowed down at all.
Munch gets a break. Garcia's in there now. He gets the handoff, picks up 5-10 yards. That'll be another first down. First and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition.
Yeah, starting to wear on this CVC front a little bit. They've done a good job all night of containing the inside run game of Lemoore. They popped a couple, but they've done a nice job really frustrating them. Those last two just right in the belly of that CVC defensive front.
Yeah, those two plays have been pretty easy, and here it's Garcia picking up 5 or 6 more. Second and 5, they're going to be stopped short as the whistles stop play.
Yeah, a little more deliberate pace from Lemoore offensively. Not in a hurry. You're up 2 possessions. Inside of 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Just a little bit more methodical operation on this drive from Lemoore. Using a lot more of the play clock. Getting set up a little bit later.
Yeah, the coaches over there have to make sure you don't lose your edge too.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Empty formation. Looks like Lemoore's going to take a timeout.
Yeah.
Ran a guy late.
Something was not right with that. So the timeout was called.
Third and 4. I mean, if you're Lemoore, you're thinking we have 2 downs. You know, if we don't pick it up on 3rd down, we're going to go for it in this area of the football field. Empty formation, probably a Ty Chambers draw. Just let him pick his way, find a hole, pick his way through, move the chains. 9 minutes, 11 seconds left in this one. CBTC, they need 2 scores. I mean, it doesn't take them long to score. Bryson Donaldson, some of the weapons that Bacher has utilized tonight in the pass game as well.
Time for another Golden One Credit Union Financial Wellness Tip with Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Tonight's Financial Wellness Tip is brought to you by Golden One Credit Union. It's important to know the difference between needs and wants to make better spending decisions. A need is something that is absolutely necessary in your everyday life, such as food, clothing, and a place to live. A want is something that would be nice to have, but you will be okay without, such as the latest phone, concert tickets, or vacations. Before buying something, ask yourself, is this a need or a want, to help you decide whether to buy it or not. Golden One is committed to the financial well-being of their members and the community. Ralph and Cam, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Lemoore kind of playing now like it has everything under control. There's still a lot of time to go, but you get the feeling that the Tigers are thinking we can't be stopped.
Yeah, and that was a really nice decision by Ty Chambers. An empty formation, no backs in for protection. He thought about sending a deep shot to Preston Scott, but didn't. Tucked it, got outside the pocket, was able to move the chains with his legs. Just a very composed decision from 42 back in the pocket.
Quick pass to Green, cuts it back, and just trots into the end zone. Kobe Green with another touchdown catch. And the Tigers have reached into the 50s.
We've seen it. This is the second time tonight. Ty Chambers just stands up, throws to Kobe Green, who's uncovered in the slot, gets a blocker in front, and takes it to the house. It doesn't matter what play is called. Ty Chambers stands up, throws to his uncovered receiver. Kobe Green does the rest. This is a fine-tuned machine in the second half. This Lemoore offense, they scored 21 in the first half, but you didn't really get the sense that they were in rhythm. We heard Rich Tootman say that at halftime. He was totally right, man. This is an offensive juggernaut rolling in this second half right now.
We got a timeout, 56-40. Lemoore is taking control of this title game. Boy, a high pooch kickoff this time, taken by the short up man. Broke it down the sideline. If he had been able to stay in bounds, he might have gone. That's Trent Gradanis.
Man, great field position for CVC. That's how you want to respond. You're down 16, 2 possessions, but you're still just 2 possessions. 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions. And now you're set up on the plus side of the football field in Lemoore territory. You can still kick it off. I mean, this is still not onside kick territory. Just have to score quickly, try to get a stop.
Here's a look at the Smile Cam, brought to you by Toyota Smile and Wave Cam tonight. Bacher, boy, Bacher was all collapsing around him. He stood tall and threw it, but it was incomplete. Intended for Munger. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the time Bryson Donaldson was lined up in the slot, we talked earlier, would they get him out in space? Would they let him operate as a receiver? You're down 16, you have to score quickly. Man, I like that move. Bacher tried to hit him, and Lemoore playing zone. Donaldson couldn't get free, decides to throw a ball up to Munger, incomplete on 1st down.
Donaldson to the near side. Going to be run out of bounds inside the 20.
Running his own blockers over. Get out of my way. Nice job. Lemoore in cover 2. Light box for CVC that time. Give it to Donaldson. Nice job hitting the hole, getting vertical, and the physical finish to the run back in that Toyota red zone.
He is electric. Got back to the huddle a little late. They were just about breaking by the time he got there. In the Toyota red zone. 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports. Bacher looking, throwing for Donaldson, tries to adjust. That would have been a circus catch. And the flags are down.
Man,
quarterback must have taken a hit too. I was watching on the monitor.
Yeah, Bacher did a good job. He was backpedaling away, just got that one away. Donaldson just mistimed his jump a touch. Otherwise, he might bring that one in.
Pass interference against the defense. Half the distance, still 1st down.
Yeah, I'm a DB, Ralph. I don't see a lot of pass. I don't see pass interference on that one. Donaldson was not trying to come back to the football. He did try to make a play on it, but I thought Gus Riazar did a good job of not making contact. He knocked the ball away. To me, I think that's just a let him play. But CVC set up 1st and goal.
About time for one of those little pitch plays to Donaldson. I'm just going to hand it off, and that's not going to work. Morales sniffed it out and snuffed it out. Second down. Now they give it to the early man going through, and he's going to walk right into the end zone. That's Gambini with the touchdown. Blake Gambini with another score, and we are lighting up the board tonight, folks.
I mean, that's just such a great play call. We've seen him run that little counter with the fake toss action to Donaldson. They've had a lot of success running that toss with Donaldson. This time, just wide open on the left side of that CVC offensive line. Have to go for 2 now, down 10. Great play call from Mason Hughes and his crew, using the attention on Donaldson to get Blake Gambini free on that counter play. Haven't thrown it out of this formation yet.
Well, that didn't work either. That there was too much traffic where they were trying to run that one. I thought for a minute it looked like the ball was coming out loose.
Yeah, so, I think the ball did come out.
And that's just snuffed out.
Yeah, now you're down 10, 7:54 left. I mean, you would love to steal a possession. You would try to catch Lemoore sleeping at the wheel a little bit, see if you have an opportunity.
Salute to the Cheerleaders is sponsored by Yosemite Falls Cafe. Not just a cafe, the lunch and dinner menu has something for everyone. This game is going on so long, I think we're missing lunch, dinner, and breakfast, right?
Never too late for breakfast, though. Yeah, Lemoore's ready. The body's up around.
Kobe Green kind of taking the safe route. He dropped around the 20. CVC continuing to show signs of life.
Yeah, it looked like Kobe Green was just trying to allow something to develop. Nothing really developed. Nice coverage by Central Valley Christian that time. 7:46. You know Lemoore's going to try and run the football. They can take a shot, too. I think they have a ton of confidence in Ty Chambers and just allowing him to operate this offense. So if they feel like they can take a shot, they'll take that shot. But up 10, 4-minute offense time if you're Lemoore. Try and bleed this clock down.
Fans, you can watch a replay of tonight's game. Head over to YouTube, search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Tonight's game will be available early next week. Click on the FNR logo. Munch, the ball carrier, he's been doing some serious work tonight too, hasn't he?
Yeah, Munch, he's ran hard, and when he's gotten in the open field, he's shown a little gear that not sure we knew that he had. And that time, CVC, a free defender, once again coming off the edge. Andrew Moorhead, but Munch just did a nice job of getting skinny, making that free tackle or miss, and then getting vertical, picking up a first down. He's done a very nice job running the football tonight.
Good defensive play by CVC to prevent Munch from picking up anything as we go under the 7-minute mark. Stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap-up and the presentation of the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game. Second and 10. They throw it out to the perimeter at the 40. Scott with the catch. Hit and dropped immediately by Cooper Noland. So a big third down here for both teams.
Yeah, and we talked about it before this series. That's the confidence this offensive coaching staff has in Ty Chambers to make good decisions with the football. That was RPO, run pass, decides to throw it, hits Preston Scott, sets up third and about 5. This is a must-have down for CVC if they want to come back and win this football game. Down 10, inside of 6 minutes. You have to get off the football field right here.
And whistles will stop play ahead of time.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
That'll back up the Tigers. Hey fans, be sure to join us next year when we broadcast another year of Friday Night Rivals right here on the Central Valley's CW59.
It's a long time away. Next season.
I'm going to miss it.
It's a long time away. We got 5:46 left here, though.
Chambers rifles the pass. It's incomplete. Intended for Preston Scott.
Oh, there's a flag. Wow. Away from the ball. Oh, man, that was a little behind Preston Scott. Didn't come away with it. Man, what is this called? And it's got to be pass interference on CVC, right?
Holding. Defense. 10-yard penalty. Results in first down.
Wow. Gosh. So you get a third down stop, but the penalty gives them a first down.
What a call away from the ball on the other side of the football field. I don't think Ty Chambers looked over there at all. He was all eyes on Preston Scott on the strong side. Man, I did not see what happened. Must have been egregious. And this officiating crew has not thrown a lot of penalties tonight. That had to be an egregious penalty away from the football for them to throw the flag.
All right, so 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition. Munch stumbles across midfield. It'll be 2nd down. Hey, right after the game, stay tuned for the holiday special, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. That's coming up on the CW59.
And clock just keeps ticking. Gosh, CVC had a stop. They got off the field on 3rd down. Negated by that holding penalty. Steady dose of run is what I would expect if I were CVC defensively.
On 2nd down, Tigers keep it on the ground and try to keep the clock running. That was Garcia. The ball carrier stopped for virtually no gain.
And offsides?
Let's see. Oh, face mask. Another 15 yards. So, we've seen a couple drives tonight really aided by penalties. But that's something that you got to clean up.
Gosh, yeah, just big penalties in big spots. You get off the field on 3rd down. Instead, it's a 1st down because of a holding. That time, you get a nice stop, sets up 3rd down again. Face mask, automatic 1st down. More time for Lemoore to run off the clock.
Garcia with the handoff on 1st down. Gains a yard, maybe 2.
Not quite use your timeout territory yet. CVC had to use that one earlier in this half on the extra point. They ended up getting blocked. So 2 timeouts. Maybe after this 2nd down, you use one if you get a stop on 3rd down. But I mean, I think this is 4-down territory for Lemoore. So,
and I would be surprised to see a pass now. I think you'd just run the ball, right?
Yeah, I would
keep the clock running.
You like your
there's another penalty. You could see that one.
Yeah.
From a long ways away. That was Munch. I believe was the ball carrier. Boy, a lot of penalties on 3 plays here. A lot of yardage.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Man, just a couple of mistakes in this last drive.
3.5 minutes to go now. 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports. The Tigers will let the clock run as much as it can. No hurry now. Garcia into the secondary, dragging a defender down near the 5, where it will be 1st and goal in the Toyota red zone.
Man, this game totally changed on that holding penalty. 3rd down. You thought CVC finally got a stop, finally stopped this Lemoore offense in the 2nd half. Instead, automatic 1st down, a couple of face mask penalties after that. And Lemoore is 2.5 minutes away from being Division II section champions.
Hand off to Garcia. Pile still moving into the end zone. Touchdown, right? There they go. Arms go up. It is a touchdown for Garcia. And that's about it. Anthony Garcia, senior, who came in with 11 touchdowns on the ground this season. Another look at the touchdown, brought to you by Porter Subs.
Yeah, looked like he was stopped around the 3, but he kept pumping. This entire Lemoore offensive line came and pushed him in the end zone. This extra point basically ices it. You go up 3 possessions. He missed.
And the extra point is no good.
Okay, there's still hope. 2:14 left. It's only 2 possessions. 16 points. It's not over yet. The more coaches said it's over.
Yeah, somebody thinks it is. They can storm it out of here.
They're gone. They're going down to celebrate on the sideline. We're up 16. 2:14 left. CBC 2 timeouts, and they're going to have to score, get a 2-point, kick an onside kick, get it. Go down, score, 2-point again.
This Lemoore team put up 78 points on September 2nd. And the Tigers are going to end the season with another big offensive output.
A lot of different ways, too. Mostly, though. Number 42 operating this offense to near perfection.
Squib kick taken inside the 30 and run out close to the 40 by Trent Gradanis.
All right, 2:08 for CVC. Work the sidelines. You know, clock stops on the first down. You get up on the ball, you spike it, you call a play quickly. Like you have to move fast. 6 is always an option. Find a way to get him the ball in space. Lemoore has 12 guys on
dead ball
defense.
Substitution. 12 men on the field on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's not good enough. The other guys were getting 15-yarders.
Right. Yeah, 5 yards. Not quite the same.
It'll take you a long time to get down there.
They had super dime personnel on the field. 8 DBs. This is how you can work your way down the football field right here. Work the sidelines, get out of bounds, clock stops, keep the sticks moving.
First and 10, sponsored by JR Sports. Bacher looking now. Still trying to find somebody. He's going to be taken down, upended for a sack, and a great defensive play by Spencer Silva, who's had a pretty good season, 7 sacks this year. Make that 8.
Gotta go, need some chunks.
Bacher working the sideline. Has a completion and out of bounds. Sack Swart. Bacher has that pass complete, incomplete, knocked out. It was right at the sticks. Chapman Dunn unable to haul that in. So 4th down and 5. Any hope the Cavaliers have will be on this play. And the pass is knocked down. Peyton Hendrickson got up there and blocked it. And the celebration is really starting over on the Lemoore side.
Now they can celebrate. Man, what a performance tonight by both of these teams. Hats off to both. Central Valley Christian and Lemoore both played just a fantastic football game tonight. Great competition, pretty clean game, just well executed, big explosive plays made on all sides. But man, this Lemoore offense with Ty Chambers and all of these weapons, that was an extremely fun game to watching these guys operate.
This will be the ultimate victory formation. Lemoore will hand CVC its first and only loss this season. The Tigers will improve to 12-1.
It took 62. I mean, it really took 47 to get technical, but it took 50. It took scoring 50 to win this one. Lemoore ended up with 62. When we saw Lemoore early in the season, we knew the potential that they had, but to drop 62 in this game against a high-quality opponent, it's extremely impressive. Like I said, I've been so impressed with both of these programs. Well-coached, play with character, integrity, and just a fantastic football game.
Yeah, a lot of class being shown right here as the players are hugging.
A lot of respect, man. You battle a team like that, it goes down to, the end of the game the way that it did. You have a tremendous amount of respect for your competitors, and great to see. It doesn't surprise me. Both of these programs, very well respected and respectful. Congrats to Lemoore, Division II Central Section champions, 12-1. I guarantee they'll make some noise in the state playoffs. I would not want to play this team with the type of weapons that they bring to the table offensively. They're going to be tough regardless of who the competition is.
All right, the fourth quarter tonight was sponsored by the U.S. Army. And what a thriller. I don't think I've seen any game with more big plays than we saw in this one tonight. Big plays on both sides. And a fun night. They lit up the scoreboard, that's for sure. Lemoore celebrating after the 62-46 win at Central Valley Christian. We'll be back with more after this. To that. Welcome back, everybody. Great game, a championship game, and we're going to have our post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Donald P. Dick. For that, we send it downstairs on the field. Kevin Miller.
All right, Ralph. Hey, thank you. As you can see behind me, the Division II Central Section champions, the Lemoore Tigers, are being presented with their hardware, their plaque, and there is jubilation, celebration, and they're all gathered around. So we're going to have a little bit different post-game here, guys, where we're just going to witness what it looks like to crown a champion after this incredible season by the Lemoore Tigers. Of course, you have a very classy CBC squad in support. They just received their runner-up plaque, but the Tigers are going to be presented with medals, a lid signifying that they are Central Section champions, and all kinds of swag. It is an absolute celebration. The party has just begun. And somewhere in this crowd, of course, is going to be our Donald P. Dick Player of the Game with 6 touchdowns. No doubt the Air Assault Ty Chambers is our Player of the Game, Mr. Cool Player of the Game, because his game is as cool as ice. And so right now, really cool thing is going to happen. Coach Hughes is going to congratulate the Lemoore Tigers.
We know what it feels like. It's a great feeling. And go win a darn state championship.
He just deplored
Lemoore to go out and win a state championship. They're going to gather together in prayer as they encourage the other squad. This is a very special scenario right here in the central section of this community.
Travel or host, whatever they get to do, that you would just honor and bless them, Lord. We thank you for the 2 communities. We thank you for these coaches that have just poured into the lives of these kids. We thank you for these parents that have done nothing but just give and give and give to these young men. And Lord, we thank you for your son who died on the cross for us. We just ask that you make all of us tonight honor you with whatever we do. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, there's a whole lot, that type of support, and not coming out victorious, and yet that's unity. They are as one, and of course, just want to say a special thank you to our Central Valley viewers, our activities directors, athletic directors, administrators for their support of Friday Night Rivals, our student sections, and a special shout out to Porterville Panthers for being our most spirited student section this year. Want to thank and show much love to Sandy, Jules, and Jet Wesson, our entire crew, the team in the truck, and Francisco, there you are, my main man, showing much love, appreciate you, and hey, let's do it again next year, right? Just appreciate the chance to share stories and celebrate and just bring the community together and this FNR fam and our central section family. All right, so take a look right now. We've got Ty Chambers in action. Maybe we'll have all 6 TDs, maybe not, but he was absolutely phenomenal tonight, deserving of the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game, Mr. Cool Player of the Game. He's swarmed right now, celebrating with his teammates, signing autographs, and getting ready for state. So congratulations to him. And of course, in appreciation to our entire team here at FNR, of course, my heroes, Ralph, Cam, thanks for letting me hang out with you. Appreciate it. Season 14 will be coming up next year. In the meantime, reluctantly, I'm going to say, Ralph, Cam, back to you.
Well, I can tell you, only one of us has earned the name Mr. FNR.
Yeah.
And that's
the guy standing right there on the field, Kevin Miller. Mr. FNR said he's going to get that tattooed on himself for season 14. I can't wait to see that.
What an amazing scene that was at the end of the game.
Right?
How this, the opposing coach just coming and giving you encouragement. I think that's phenomenal. Unbelievable.
Mason
great.
Hughes is absolute class. As good as it gets as a human being, and you saw that on display right there. Tough loss, an undefeated season gone, but some things are more important than a football game, and you saw that right there.
Kevin thanked a lot of people. We should also thank all of our sponsors for making sure this happens each and every year. We're looking forward to next year. But one of those sponsors is Jack in the Box, which sponsors the Play of the Game. It's brought to you by Jack in the Box, home of breakfast served all day. And let's take a look at the Play of the Game. Pump fake. And all you got to do is catch it and run.
That's it. Don't drop the head. It's a freebie. Ty Chambers, great pump fake. CVC sends pressure. Preston Scott in behind everybody. 1 of 6 touchdowns thrown by number 42, who you never see as a number on a quarterback. 42.
Something's going to happen here.
There's already been some Gatorade or some water. I think we're going to have some more. It's just pure jubilation, man.
This is like trying to get through the San Diego freeway during rush hour.
Hey, don't tell anybody. We're sneaking up. Don't tell anybody.
It's going to be on tape somewhere.
It's always getting them to on camera. Oh, Jess, he felt it. Coach felt it. He felt it. He got out of it.
That might be play of the game part 2. But again, the play of the game is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Oh, got a teammate.
They totally missed. Oh, man. I don't think there's a greater scene than watching a high school team win a section championship. You work so hard for this moment, for this. This is your goal as soon as you start working out in the offseason. It's to hoist a trophy at the end of it. I saw my daughter do it at Clovis North as a soccer player, as a sophomore. I mean, it's jubilation, and that's what you see on that Lemoore sideline. Hats off, man. That was so impressive of a performance. It had to be to win this game tonight.
Some of the best parts coming up for them is they'll be designing and picking up some bling,
some hardware,
some rings,
rings like you got, like you have on your left hand, some champ or your right hand, some.
This is a Fresno State ring, and they'll have one for Lemoore Tigers. Okay, that's going to put a wrap on season 13. So we've had a lot of fun. Man, I just have loved working with this young man that I've known for so many years. Cam, you've done such a great job.
This is
getting better and better. We're going to lose you sometime to the big time stuff, I'm sure.
Man, this is so much fun. Fresno State's playing tonight. I do the radio broadcast, but this was priority number one, to watch these kids perform on this stage. It was a special game. I was not going to miss it. You guys have you have made me feel like an FNR family member, and you guys are great, man. This has been fantastic. I've had so much fun doing these games. So well produced. You do such a fantastic job juggling 45 different cards you have to read. It's extremely impressive to watch.
Well, now it's time for them to roll some highlights that we can talk over as we say goodnight. Started as a great night for both squads getting out here and playing for the ultimate title, and man, was it wild.
Man, they started. Bryson Donaldson was the real deal. He jumped out, a couple of long touchdowns, and then when we knew Lemoore had just weapon after weapon after weapon, Preston Scott, Kobe Green, DeMel Turner, and the dude orchestrating it all, Ty Chambers, could not have been more impressed with that operation tonight. They scored 21 points in the first half. They weren't even really going yet.
No, wasn't even started. And the celebration at the end of the 62-46 win. We're saying goodnight to you now, but we want you to take a look at all the people, the great people who make these broadcasts possible. Good night, everybody.